What's going on, guys? My name is Tristan. I'm a photographer, videographer / cinematographer, and I dabble in marketing a little bit. And this is Zeus. He's a Yorkie Schnauzer mix. He is neuter. He is always hungry, and he always likes to bark, play, and have cuddles. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Come here. Okay. So today, we are doing a What's in My Camera Bag video. Always likes to eat. Ain't that right? Okay, so starting off with the first thing I would normally pull out of my camera bag for a video like this is my camera, but I'm currently filming on it. I have a Canon 80D with a with a 18-to-135 STM motor lens. It is a 3.5 to a 5.6 aperture. It does what I need it to do for said videos. Next up, I'm just gonna roll through the lenses for you guys real quick. Right, so this is my all-time favorite lens. This is a nifty 50 1.4 aperture. It goes down to f1.4 and it goes up to, I think, f22. So whatever you need this for, it will be perfect for you if you can get it in the right situations. My next lens, when I'm out and about vlogging, I want to show the environment around me. I always use the Canon 10 to 18 mil. I forgot what it was for a second. Yeah, 10 to 18 millimeter. This is a 4.5 to 5.6, so it doesn't do as great in low light, but if I have to use it in low light, I'll just crank up the ISO and just suffer through the noise. The next up here is the 70 to 300. Now this is my second favorite lens, for the reason of I love urban photography, I love city photography and street photography, as well as going out and shooting some wildlife, of which you guys can see some pictures being thrown up right here of some deer that I took back in December and January. Now this is a older 70 to 300. It's got the green ring on it. It shoots kind of fuzzy photos because it's so old. It probably needs a good lens cleaning, and it's probably got some scratches on there too, but it looks pretty clean despite a little bit of dust. This is my second favorite lens for those reasons, so I can just go out and shoot urban photography and not really bother anybody by doing so. So that's for the lenses and the main body camera that I am shooting on that I use every day. I also have a GoPro. Now this is a GoPro 7 White, and this is perfect for when I go out and do my POV shoot, so I want to show you guys point of view action and or get a really wide angle on myself. Now I'm not a big fan of wide angles because it compresses the face a lot and it makes your head look like a string bean basically. So I only typically use this if I'm out shooting street photography and need it for point of view and action. To go along with the GoPro, I've got the hat / helmet clip, the full body harness or the chest strap for it. This is what I normally use when I'm out shooting point of view photography, and I've also got a head mount. Next time I go out and shoot point of view, I will give this my best shot and see how well it works out, given that if I'm taking a photo somewhere, I'm probably looking down at the camera, so I don't really have to worry about the chest strap or the chest mount not getting in the way. So I'm looking forward to using this. I just picked this up about 2 weeks ago. I haven't even used it yet, so next time I go out and shoot some point of view photography, that'll be the next thing I use. Now going back to the camera, two things I always recommend is always have multiple batteries and always have multiple ways to charge those batteries. Right now I have two batteries. It's in a dual grip for my Canon 80D, dual battery extended. It's a big grip that just screws on the bottom. It's by Neewer, Neewer, and if you guys want to link to it, link in the description below. Link to everything in here except probably the 70 to 300 for this. I don't know if it's even being sold with a green ring anymore, but if it is, I'll put it in the description. But I have a extension that also goes for a vertical grip, so if I'm getting like portrait photography, I need to use a vertical grip, I can use that. I have a sneeze coming on, I can feel it. Okay, it's gone. Now, my computer I don't usually take with me, but this is something that I highly recommend, because as I found out, if you use the wireless connection between your camera and your phone, your camera will send those photos as JPEGs or JPGs, and it makes it more difficult to edit those photos because there's not as much color data or availability to use when editing photos and manipulating the colors and whatnot. So end up making your photos look a little raunchy at the end result in your deliverable. So if I'm going out to a shoot and people want to see examples at the shoot, I'll take my laptop with me and transfer the photos over if I'm not doing it tethered, which I actually haven't done a tethered shoot yet. I'll transfer the photos over, throw a quick preset or do a quick edit to show them what it'll end up looking like, and then take the revisions if they have any at that point. Now going along with the MacBook Pro, by the way, this is a 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's newer. It's I got it back in January. It's got a M1 processor in it. It does incredibly well for video editing. I just had to leave Final Cut Pro because it was lacking so much in the power, and the rendering times are astronomical. So I just recently started using Premiere Pro, and right now that's my favorite editing software. I haven't learned too much in it. Same with After Effects, but seeing how I already love Lightroom Classic, Lightroom CC, and regular Lightroom, I'm probably going to be sticking with Premiere Pro from now on. Now going along with the MacBook, it's pretty much a necessity, is a dongle. You're going to want to have a dongle to connect your SD cards. I've got a spot in here for a regular SD card as well as a micro. 2 Thunderbolt ports so you can charge your laptop, plug in another external hard drive, and do whatever you need to. And also 2 external USB ports, USB regular. I don't know what kind of USB that is. Now talking about power, I don't have enough space to take my well, I do have a little laptop sleeve or iPad sleeve, but I won't usually take that with me. But going along the side of power, I also take 2 charging stations with me. So this is my normal one. This is a tough tested battery charger. It's good for 6,000 milliamp hours. This will give me about 6 or 7 charges. And this is my go-to. I keep this one on reserve just in case this one dies or breaks or goes missing, which this is a rugged SD charger. Can I help you? I'm shooting a video. Can you see I'm shooting a video? You see that? Yeah? Now this is the second one I take with me. This is just a backup. It's good for about 2 charges. Now going into the camera bag itself, this is a cheaper quality. So the inserts for these were pretty flimsy, so I took inserts out of an old bag that I threw away. It was not nearly as big as this, and double lined it. So now it has the stability and sturdiness to hold all of my gear without having those little bendy things give away. So down here in the bottom, because I don't want my camera sliding down, I've got spots for 2 different cameras. I got a spot for my regular camera, my 80D, and then my mother's, if I'm using her camera for any kind of shoot, her EOS RP, and I'll put on this side. And then I'll also have gear between, like a battery I'll slip in the little spot in here between the orange and red little dividers. And I throw my lenses into the designated spots. I'll throw my gear, and sometimes I'll take my drone. I'm shooting a video. Quiet, please. I'll take my drone with me, and I'll stick it in here. It's a DJI Spark, so it doesn't have any foldable. Can I help you? It doesn't have foldable wings or propellers or anything like that. But that is what's in my camera bag for 2021. I will be investing in a new camera bag probably tomorrow for $100 and some. What? He's goofy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a comment, like, or subscribe to this channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.